Oh, hey. Sorry, didn't see you there. Don't mind me. I'm just, granting some provinces to my awesome new Clyde state so that he can core them for me. Look at that. He even gets some gold that he can use to help kickstart his economy. Because, yeah, he definitely needs some forts. But, yeah. I'll basically be... Well, yeah, the plan still remains to give him all the land outside of the mountains proper. In Eskan, that is. But I still want to see if I can convert these to my culture first, so... we'll work on that. But, yeah, for the time being then, we are mostly just at peace. I do want to declare a war against Severdeer, because there is like very little left of Bonecarver here, and I want to get in on that. Well, I want to be able to attack him for his provinces while he remains Great Dukan, so a war against Severdeer would be great. Plus, he's also like the main guy who possibly would join a coalition against me, so if I could get a truce with him, that would allow us to blob even harder. Okay. The old gods. I'm guessing this event is related to the, the possibility of potentially converting to the Dwarven Pantheon, but as I've said previously, I don't think I want that, so hopefully we can mostly just escape that whole ordeal, but wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't, or if it's not going to be that easy. Also, yeah, I just remembered we have this guy we need to conquer, so I decided we can do that while we wait for some truces in the west to disappear. Oh, Kako, fuck. It is official. A person has actually converted to the old Pantheon. But that's cringe, because the gods abandoned us pretty obviously, and we need to worship our own ancestors instead. Seize this. Probably should go look up how this event disaster or whatever it really is actually works, but I think I'll try and avoid it for this one example. Seeing as I've been working so hard to spoil everything else. Okay, so the Crimson Deluge is popping off. And here it just says that, yeah, that sucks for them. But it says that anyone that has 5 provinces will get it, but I most definitely have 5 provinces in Eskan. Yeah, let's take no risks. Let's transfer some more lands to... Never mind, we cannot do that right now. Okay, well, we'll just have to hope that we did indeed not get it. Well, regardless of religious shenanigans, we did manage to grab that, so that was nice. We're actually very close now to Hulurkad, or what's left of it anyways. If anything, I'm actually like kind of tempted to do a cheeky vassalization. Actually, would they? Oh shit, they would actually just say straight up yes if I could get the relations high enough. Shame I broke the alliance then, actually. That would be a nice way to go about it. Yes. Well, I suppose I will ship a dude over there when we have the opportunity. But now we must focus on Bladebreaker. Never mind, he just went Coronite. God fucking damn it. Yeah, well, I guess, well, yeah, Crimson Deluge. Should have expected it. Oh, fuck, even these guys went Coronite. It's just so over. Well, that sucks. Well, I still need at least 1 province off these guys, just so that my Protectorate dude can connect to these provinces over here. So, you still have to die. All of my little buddies can come along. I've been able to keep under the diplomatic relations limits by sheer amount of like events, and I also did magic. There's a lot of stuff that has given me temporary extra relations, but they are temporary. But yeah, the reason this will become more of a big war is that Marhold has insisted on guaranteeing him for some annoying reason. And seeing as we're calling all these lads in, you can stay out, honestly. I kind of want to save up favors. But yeah, I just want to make sure I get the sieges on these provinces here so that none of the other participants get tempted into claiming them. I also see these Severdeer dudes on the border. I wonder if they want to go in as well. Verkal Kosanat. Oh, okay, well, that wasn't necessarily the plan to be the solution to the culture in this area, but that works. Okay, while we're fighting this little meme war, I noticed we had the opportunity to reform the government, and this is interesting. We have this option, representatives of the crown. Vassals and marches get 25 increased national tax modifier. That's pretty good, but the main thing I noticed was extra diplomatic relations, which obviously is just heroin to me, so yeah, and vassal force limit contribution. Like, if we make some seriously nice client states here, then we should get some serious force limit along the ride. Obviously, the normal one to take is this one, max promoted cultures and estate loyalty, but I think I'm gonna go for this one, if only for variety's sake. Okay, well, I hope you're happy with your diplomatic decisions, Marhold. Thank you for the money regardless. And from this Guberino, we want... Can I just have the whole lot? Yeah, basically. Yeah. I'll just change it to my vassal, and then I'll show you the result. And there we are. Wholesome little Escan Protectorate. Gonna keep this province just for a second, so that I have access to anti-monstrous Casus Belli on the Severdeer, but after that he's gonna get that too. Time for another idea group. I'm gonna go for offensive, because I can't think of anything else to really spend my military mana on, while I definitely do have things to spend my admin and diplo on, so... offensive might not be the best idea set overall for me, but... You know, if you remember from the last campaign, combined with influence ideas, it gives diplomatic relations, and that's just what I desire. Very nice. Eee, we also got this now. Gurn's Guide to Cavern Warfare. Yeah, that was that other guy I mentioned. So yeah, we have nice rangers. Yeah, I guess that's sort of our gimmick, isn't it? We are all about, what does it call it? Different, like, we're not very direct, you know, we use rangers and auto turrets and attrition and, you know, all kinds of fancy shit, and, you know, mech armor or whatever, but, or exoskeletons, I guess it actually called it, but yeah. We can also now vassalize Orldhûm, which also then opens up a possibility for war against Silent Blade. I've also gone ahead and allied Segdir. Originally that was so that he wouldn't get too angry when I started blobbing into Orldhûm, but I guess that isn't going to be a problem now then. Yeah, I guess there isn't really any reason to wait here. He's friends with Silvertusk, and... Well, he doesn't look like Silvertusk is very strong, so... Yeah, just quickly rebuilding this guy before any of this shit turns Coronite would be nice. In further good news, we can now do more mission. Specifically the Kugdir ones. We are gonna reopen the great... well, I guess we're not reopening the slave markets quite yet, but we are opening Kugdir. Pause the read. Yeah, a grand reopening. So this will make us discover stuff and make... yeah, well, it shouldn't be relevant. You're definitely supposed to do this mission a bit before I ended up doing it. We can also do the next one, though, which is inviting the old clan of Kugdir, the Asra dudes. Although, as it says here, the actual hold of Asra was somewhere else, presumably somewhere near here. Fallen Astra, yeah. I don't know where specifically, but yeah, it used to be another hold that was like completely collapsed. But we now have made connections with the survivors from said hold in Anbennar. Pause to read more details, but yeah, we just needed to become friends with them, be prestigious, and we're gonna invite them, and most importantly, get another colonist, which is nice because whatever previous event I was having that was giving me a colonist went away. In fact, I think I think we're about to lose another colonist soon as well, so could really do with this guy. And the global settler increase, of course. So there we go, we will invite them. And to do the last one, we just need to convert this place. Maybe dig a bit deeper. No, we're good there, yeah. Well, we still can't convert them until this digging operation here is done, but once that is done, though, we'll be able to do it. The invasion of Silent Blade is going well so far, although we are currently distracted by the fact that we can do more missions. Platinum Vengeance. Basically, pause to read as always. We are realizing that manpower could be better, and so to compensate, we will just revive the brutal institution. Slaves will now be produced in Chain Quarry. I mean, the name kind of implied that that would be the case, didn't it? Oh shit. An actual event. As the hold of platinum chains. That sounds like a very expensive way to make chains, but okay. Haraz Orldhûm is no stranger to slavery. The hold's history is intrinsically tied to the brutal institution, owing many successes to its growth and ultimately being the hold's downfall. True. As Haraz Orldhûm's successors, we must ensure such a rebellion will never occur by perfecting the practice of enslavement. Damn, scientific slavery? Reclaiming the serpent spine for dwarven kind, we have captured a number of goblins and orcs rather than slaying them to the last. Despite their savagery, they could make great laborers given their craftiness and brutish strength respectively. If obedience is maintained, that is. Utilizing a series of caravans dubbed the Chain Quarry for the minerals harvested in the province, we will put the greenskins to work as a trial. The outcome from this experiment could forever alter how our economy is structured, reviving the brutal institution of slavery. Ooh, I lose prestige, but that's fine, as none of these things actually require me to have prestige. But yeah, even, like, at this point, our toleration should just not even just be oppressed. It should be just, yeah, even worse, just terrorized, I should probably say. We can now set up shop. Basically, we need to be importing more slaves. And so we're going to be cooperating with the economic sector, as it says. And yeah, at least Center of Trade level 3. I'm really happy we actually got that earlier through the mission tree, or the previous mission tree, so pause to read. But if not, then there we go. Loose Marketplace, Gain Trade Depot. That's nice. I did actually, however, recently change my trade capital to Anbennar, as that's the end node, as far as I understand, so that just felt like it made more sense. Although I'm still being a bit dumb here, as I am still not actually transferring the trade in the right direction. This guy, for example, should be transferring trade, not collecting it. Okay, hopefully that solves that issue. And then there's this. Basically, we are the platinum hold, but so far we haven't found any platinum. But by clicking this button, we will do that. So in all of the provinces around here, we will get some very nice bonuses. Although it's another one of those kind of derpy derpy missions where the mission requires you to do a bunch of deving, and then the reward is a development cost reduction. But like, you're already done deving, so But yeah, there's no actual platinum resource. It's just represented by gems, but that's fine by me. But yeah, that's all for now. Still not quite at 40% crown land for the... which we would need for the glorious nobility reform. But we're working on it. We are getting close. Note to the editor, do not put this part of me just losing a lot in the video. Please, yeah, cut that out. In my defense, I didn't actually know what was in that province, so... But yeah, this is kind of bad, actually. I was hoping my allies would be able to do something here, but none of them can... Well, none of them, quote-unquote, can get to me, because they don't seem willing to go through uncolonized provinces. Oh, wow. So not only are the Pantheon dudes coming along, but the only alternative to converting to the Dwarven Pantheon is to burn the heretics. That sounds reasonable. We're already evil maxing to a certain extent, so sure. If they will not recant, they will burn. And yeah, the war is now going well, because it turns out that my allies will actually show up and help. I just needed to make sure they actually had access. And for some reason, Thieving Arrow gives me access, or is willing to do that, but not to Orldhûm. Although I suppose that's not actually entirely unreasonable. Can unfortunately not take as much as I want because of their dumbass religion, but we can at least have this, and as a result, gloriously restore Hulurkard. Speaking of Hulurkard, when can I annex you? Okay, we still some time off, but sure, we can keep them around. Everyone's nice and loyal, so. But yeah, I also gave these provinces to this bird thing because, well, he's bird, and actually, yeah, we could just conquer his ass right now, can't we? I probably should do that, although he's friends with Golden Teremor, who is, well, it's hard to tell exactly how strong he is. Well, reasonably strong actually, so maybe we want to be a bit careful. But it seems like he's in some sort of war, so maybe he'll reconsider in a moment. March can be rivaled. Well, that's not optimal, because that very much implies that he's gotten quite strong. But I think we're going to take it anyways. Because yeah, that power projection has gone down fast. So I could do with someone to insult a bit. It has become necessary to declare war on the Severed Ear dudes, because temporary bonus to my diplomatic relations just ran out, and so one of these Ascan allies of mine needs to go. But I would like to get some last use out of them, so let's have ourselves a quick war against Severed Ear. Though, fuck it, even Bone Cover has actually converted at this point, so the original purpose of invading has kind of been lost, but it do be like that sometimes. This is convenient. I totally didn't even think about the fact that my little protectorate would get his own mission tree. It's just a default one, but yeah, there's actually a thing here for him getting a bunch of permanent claims on like neighboring areas, so he just has claims on all of this stuff now, which will make it cheaper for me to take, which is lovely. Lol. So we actually ended up with another one of those orc wars where I didn't have to fight any actual battles, because this guy just hasn't built any forts. Can't really take much land though, unfortunately, as once again they are disgustingly Coronite, and so we'll get quite a nice coalition here. Don't mind if a small one forms, but I don't want it to get too out of hand. So I'll just ask for some money, and yeah, release some random shitholes. And then peace in our time. And I guess that means, yeah, Encardia is definitely the least useful, so he can, let's make sure we get our money's worth, I suppose. Well, I'll mostly just have trust, actually. And then we'll ditch that alliance. Oh shit. I was about to say, oh shit, like, for whatever reason, Orldhûm has, like, really, yeah, he decided to end the alliance because he really wants Fidan Jarlan. This province, that was it. Yeah, the dwarves in this, at least this version of the mod, they have these things going for them sometimes, where they just find one province and then they're like, oh, give me that. But yeah, I was kind of expecting them to turn on me to some extent anyways, seeing as as you can see, I've been blobbing, or I'm planning to do some blobbing in here, and wait, why does the aggressive expansion go down when I claim this? Okay, that might just be a visual thing. Although I could have sworn... Oh, no, it's... Well... I don't fully understand. Oh, it's because... Yeah, this is the aggressive expansion I would get with Thieving Arrow specifically. Yeah, well, in that case, let's just get them off the map. I was thinking maybe to leave them this little colony, but I mean, they are goblins, so... Don't really need them to be... expanding. Sapphire of Durvajatun. Oh, ours now and forever. Very nice. That was not the plan, but I do not mind that. This even lets us do indenturing the locals, but once again, we're not gonna actually do that because that penalty nasty. Idea cost for more cheap. The Skywatcher sent the hiking a great sapphire. Very nice. Now, this province does not have a path to a court unblockaded port. Yes, so I was worried about that. And I still don't fully understand why. Because there totally is a path that goes through my vassal. Like, that's presumably why I was able to... That's presumably why I was able to grab it in the first place, right? Because originally, no, that was indeed not the case, but now that this place has become a proper province, then it should be fine. Oh, okay, yeah, it is fine actually. Yeah, it's just one of those dumb things where I have to like... I would have to core them all like slowly, one at a time. Okay, well, I was hoping I could avoid that, but if that's going to be the case, then I'll just have to hand it off to my vassal. Which is kind of annoying because I didn't really want to make him any bigger, but... I guess it do be like that sometimes. Look what I just noticed. Calvert is shitting the bed, as is his custom. But Laurent is also sufficiently tired from helping him that none of them will help Vordermarch. And it's rather interesting how Vordermarch managed to pull this off. And I'm specifically referring to he managed to pull off being allied to both of them. But yeah, they're both not feeling it right now. So I'm totally gonna jump them, even if I'm not at all prepared. Because I don't want to lose this opportunity. Now, I do not have many ambitions or claims that I would want to grab here. Seeing as, you know, my aggressive expansion is already not great. But if I could sort of begin the process of creating the basis of a future northern protectorate, that could be nice. Which is why, by the way, I insist on keeping this province under my direct control. Now, I don't necessarily... Like, all of the various protectorates I make don't necessarily have to be dwarven themselves, but they definitely do need to be ancestor worship. Although I guess any client state you make, by definition, also become your religion, as far as I understand it. But I do kind of like the idea of them all being wholesome little platinum dwarves. Even if their military, or, you know, the military you get as a result of that is not necessarily optimal for a lot of things, but still. LARP. Oh, nice. My vassal is actually purging goblins. I guess that explains partially why he's being so or why he's having so many internal issues. Okay, well, at least he's finally coring those promises I gave him ages ago, so he isn't just perma-broken. Good to see the AI is just as good at coordinating as it usually is. Yeah, well, this might be a bit more risky of a battle. But I'm feeling risky. Oh yeah, we totally got away with it. Damn, I just realized they've changed the flag of Gelkalis, which means my thumbnail on my Gelkalis series is technically non-canonical at this point. Very sad. Oh well. Also, yeah, the war is going fine. I don't need to drag it out this far, but then I suddenly remembered we're actually rival to this asshole, so might as well get a humiliating. Well, I guess they're nice enough to not forcing me to siege every fort they have, but we're gonna do this. I'm gonna take a bit more land than I originally intended, because I forgot actually if I mentioned it earlier in this episode, because I just took a break from recording again. It would be cool to have a troll-cultured protectorate in the north here. And from what I understand, the only troll province, well, only forest troll one left anyways, and the fjord trolls over here. Well, actually, no, they were accepted, but obviously you can totally accept cultures and purge them at the same time, so I don't know how long those guys are going to last, but the only, like, all of these provinces here are colonial, right? So if I were to colonize them, they wouldn't be trolled anymore, I'm pretty sure. But there is they did add a forest troll starting nation, and I assume this is it. You can barely see it over here. It's the only, like, colonized province with troll culture anyway. So if we could conquer our way up there, and then use that as our starting point for the protectorate nation, that would be good. Even if it does mean I have to spend a bunch of mana coring shit here. But that's worth it for the funnies. Unless I just end up making it a dwarven protectorate. I haven't really 100% decided. I suppose we'll spend more time thinking about that in the next episode, because this one is over after all. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye.